Hello, I'm Jonathan Bear. I'm your cosmic guide, and I'm here today to talk to you about the Uranus and Saturn trine. So, I decided to do this video today because actually Uranus and Jupiter are currently in an opposition. This was from the September 26th to the 30th, approximately, is their exact opposition. So, the reason why I chose today is so in mythology, Uranus is the original sky god. Saturn is what also known as Kronos, was his son, and then Jupiter was the son of Kronos or Saturn. Uh, Jupiter, also known as Zeus. So I chose today to do this video because the grandson and grandfather are in an opposition, and later on November 11th, 11/11, the father and grandfather will be in their third and final trine of a cycle. So the Uranus Jupiter part of this is Jupiter's in Libra. Jupiter's about expansion and truth. Libra's about relationships. So expanding the truth in our relationships. And Uranus is in Aries. Uranus is about enlightenment. And Aries is our actions. So enlightening our actions, it's helping us, through enlightening our actions, balance out our relationships, to witness the truth in how we act within our relationships. It's a really important time, and I just thought the energies were great to speak about the Saturn Uranus. Sorry, I think I said trine a second ago, opposition, because the Saturn Uranus is a trine. Oppositions are difficult. Trines kind of complement each other. Anyhow, the first trine of the Uranus-Saturn was Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2016. The second time they trined was May the 18th, 2017, and their final third trine is on November 11th. So I don't know what was happening for you guys during those times, but for me, I left my job Christmas Eve. There's my old manager left, a new one came in, and I would not work for this guy. I made a few predictions, not based off astrology, just off of this guy's character, and they all came true. And coincidentally, he's no longer manager there. So he started right around Christmas, right around the first trine, and his position ended around the second trine. So Saturn is structure, how things are, and Uranus is the idea. He came in with a bunch of ideas, but his ideas were working against the way things were at this place. And so he was working against basically the community and how the community liked things, pushing his own ideas. Pushing these ideas created pressure. Pressure which eventually was released in a negative way, which resulted in him losing his position come the second trine. So this third trine is when the two will balance each other out, and the idea and the structure will move forward as one. Now, currently we have both Mars and Venus in Virgo. Now, Mars rules Aries, Venus rules Taurus. Mars and Venus are known as the cosmic lovers, but personally, I view them as siblings, as brother and sister, but more importantly, as the twins. Because the age of Aries and the age of Taurus follows the age of Gemini. The age of Gemini is duality, and therefore, Gemini is also the twins. And so following the age of duality of the twins comes these twins, these cosmic twins, Mars and Venus, or Aries and Taurus. So, and the sign that the planet that rules Gemini is Mercury, and Mercury is also rules over Virgo, and so these twins are currently in Virgo. So what this is about is, it's like I was saying earlier, balancing out our duality. And the best sign for this to be happening in actually would be Virgo, because Virgo is about detail. So we're getting the details on how we can balance our opposite poles, you know, our yin and yang, our female, our masculine and feminine energies, to move forward. Now, what I also wanted to mention about the Uranus Saturn, excuse me, I don't know why I'm kind of like having a difficult time swallowing. Why we're sorry, here, I'll start that over. So Uranus and Saturn opposition. Saturn is in Sag. Uranus is in Aries, right? Yes. And so Sagittarius is about our philosophies. So with Saturn there, it's also about beliefs. So our solid beliefs are being challenged by the actions of our ideas. Well, they're complementing each other as it's a trine, and that's why I'm saying this third one should balance this cycle out, and the idea with the ways things are, kind of find a compromise, a unity to move forward. Now, something I also noticed is just before these two become exact, we find the moon at 27 degrees of Leo. And that's approximately where the solar eclipse just was. The moon will move within a few hours after the perfect opposition or trine into that position where the solar eclipse was. So this is even bringing back the solar eclipse energies back into the light for review, or maybe not into review, but to complement this transition to move forward. So I kind of talked to you a little bit about the first two trines and what happened with me personally there. Well, I guess, the first one I left my job. The second time it trined, I gained the news. So ideas started flourishing in my mind due to the outcome of that second trine, which has me very hopeful for the third trine, as I actually had applied for the management position originally, and personally I felt like I was the more qualified person for the position as well. But there's my own personal growth that I have to overcome. It's a thing of confidence. My North Node is in Libra, second house. So the direction of my life path is to have a better relationship with self, to build my confidence. And that's what a lot of what these videos that I'm starting to do is about to develop my personality, to gain confidence in public speaking or on camera as such I'm doing right now. And so yeah, the eclipse energy. So first there was the new moon before the lunar eclipse, is part of the same cycle, which was also in the new moon was in Leo, which the solar eclipse was also in Leo. Now, for the solar eclipse is also a new moon, but anyhow, for the new moon, for the lunar eclipse, and for the solar eclipse, I was all at community-based events. I was at a festival, I was at a powwow, and I was at a friend's birthday, which was at the same location where the festival was. It's almost like an after party festival that happens every year between me and a group of friends. But nonetheless, it was community events, and so I see this Uranus Saturn trine coming up, about community for me, and also about that work that I left last Christmas, as the two times that they trine so far had something to do with that work environment for myself, even though I was no longer affiliated with it the second time around. So yeah, I'm not really too sure what's to come of it, but I'm fairly hopeful on the entire thing. Now, I also wanted to mention one other time that Uranus and Saturn come into a trine. It's no longer part of this cycle. It's almost a year from now. It's towards the end of August. They come to trine again, but the trine never becomes perfect. They're at the same degree, but they're, so how it works is every degree has it could be 2 degrees 3 minutes, or so and so minutes, and anyhow, so that's where they don't become exact, is on those minutes. What basically happened is, I'm pretty sure, if my memory is correctly, Saturn retrogrades to 2 degrees Capricorn, where then he stations and goes direct again before making that perfect trine. At this time, Uranus will now be in anyhow, never mind. I don't want to waste too much time looking it up. And he's at 2 degrees of what would it be now? Is it Gemini? 2 degrees of Gemini? Either that or 2 degrees of Taurus. Those are the zodiac signs on both sides of Aries. Anyhow, what that's going to be about to me is Saturn's going to be coming to make sure that we're still on track from this current cycle, that the ideas of one hasn't taken control over the ideas of the collective. So that's my video for today. Thank you very much. I have 2 other videos that I've been having trouble uploading. So far I've been trying to upload them to Facebook, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload them to YouTube and then share them to Facebook. My YouTube channel is called Mercury's Messenger, and so please follow that, and see you guys again soon. Thank you very much. Have a good day.